Hello everyone and welcome back to the Data Analyst Roadmap series day 2. Today's video is all about data cleaning and preparation in Excel, a crucial step before any real analysis. If you have worked with real datasets before, you know they are rarely perfect. So, in this session, we will learn how to transform messy data into clean information that's ready to work with. Today, we will work with a messy customer dataset that contains common problems like inconsistent formatting, missing values, duplicate entries, and irregular text. Our goal is to clean, standardize, and prepare this data using essential Excel tools so that it's ready for deeper analysis. Before you begin any cleaning steps, it's a best practice to save a copy of the original data file. This way, if anything goes wrong while cleaning, you can always revert back to the raw data without losing anything. To have a look at unique values and blank cells quickly, turn on the filter. For that, click on any data cell, click the data type filter, then click on this filter icon. This will display a button at the right end of each column header. You can click on it to view the filter criteria. Also, you can inspect unique values per column quickly. In the status column, we have only two unique values which are active and inactive. For example, if you see inconsistent text case, that tells you will need to standardize text casing. If a date column uses mixed formats, we will plan for date conversion or reformatting. Once you have identified the issues, Excel offers several functions and tools to clean your data efficiently. Here are some of the most common cleaning tasks. First one is trim and clean text. In most of the datasets, text data contain leading or trailing spaces, multiple spaces between words, or hidden characters. We should clean these issues, otherwise, it will break sorting, filtering, matching, and data validation rules. Let's begin cleaning the text data in our dataset. We will start with the column full name. Whenever we start to clean a column, create a helper column beside it so that we do the cleaning functions in the helper column. After all the cleaning is done, we will copy paste the data back to the original column. Let's create a helper column beside the full name column. First of all, let's remove all leading spaces and trailing spaces and extra spaces between words in the full name column. For that, let's use the function trim. Copy down the formula up to cell C76 using the fill handle. Now let's add the clean function, which helps to remove hidden non-printable characters that often come from external systems. So C2 use the clean function. So the formula becomes trim clean bit. Copy down the formula up to cell C76 using the fill handle. columns email and country are the other text data columns. We can apply the previous cleaning formula to both of these columns. Let's create a helper column for email, country. If we need to remove any wrong or unwanted characters that are found in the text data, then the function substitute will be helpful. For example, if the email text in D2 contains semicolon instead of a period, then we can replace the semicolon with a period using the formula substitute of D2, comma, semicolon, comma, period. Now we have cleaned the full name, email, and country columns. Let's replace the original column values with the cleaned ones. For that, select the cleaned column, right click, copy, select the original column, right click, paste special, then paste values. Then delete the helper column. The same for email and country. Next one is standardizing text case. That data often has inconsistent capitalization because data comes from different sources. Some entries will be uppercase, some might be lowercase, and some will have mixed case. When we standardize text data, it helps to ensure data consistency and prepares the data for matching, grouping, sorting, and reporting. Let's standardize the column full name. For that, we use the function proper. Let's create a helper column. Click on cell C2 and use the formula proper. Copy down the formula up to the last cell using the fill handle. Let's check the cleaned column values. You can see the difference. This one and this one, the capitalization changed. This one, this one. Let's apply the same formula to the column country. You can see the cleaned values such as United Kingdom, Germany, Spain, Australia, Brazil, etc. In the status column, it contains only two values, active and inactive. Let's update these values into uppercase. For that, we use the upper function. Copy down the formula. In case if we want text data in a column to be in lowercase, then we can use the lower function. For example, emails should almost be in lowercase. And if we find the email text in our data is in mixed case, we can apply the lower functions. Here it is good. Finally, replace the original column values with the helper column values. Standardizing text case is an essential cleaning step, especially when working with names, emails, countries, and categorical fields. Next one is remove duplicates. By removing duplicates, we can prevent double counting, ensure unique identifiers, and thus improve data quality. It's a good practice to back up your sheet before deleting duplicate rows. For that, right-click the Sheet tab, select Move or Copy, check Create a Copy, click OK. That's it. A copy of the current sheet will be created. This one is the copy. Before removing any duplicates, it's a good practice to keep a column to flag duplicate rows so that we can review them. Let's focus on the email column and let's find out which rows share the same email because those records might be duplicates. In column H, let's create a duplicate flag for email. Let's find the duplicate row that share the same email. For that, use this formula. This formula counts the occurrence of each email in this range, and if the count is greater than 1, then that will be duplicate, otherwise it will be unique. Let's copy down the formula up to the last cell. So let's check the results. You can see that there is no duplicate emails found. You can also try to find out if there is any duplicate entry exist in the customer ID column. Next, let's use another method to highlight the duplicates, which is conditional formatting. For that, select the column email or customer ID. I will select the email column. Select Home tab, Conditional Formatting, highlight cells rules, duplicate values, choose a format as you like. Click OK. Since there is no duplicates in the email column, nothing is highlighted. So let's add 2 duplicate rows for demonstration purposes only. Now you can see the duplicates are highlighted using the format we selected. Let's try the same in customer ID column. Now this one is highlighted. To review the duplicates, we can filter the duplicate flag column and inspect the rows to decide which ones to keep. Here, the duplicate flag column doesn't show the duplicate flag. This is because we have added the 2 rows additionally and we haven't updated the range in the formula. So let's edit the formula range 26 to 78. Copy down. Now it's updated. Let's filter the duplicate flag column. Select duplicate only. Click OK. Now we can only see the duplicate rows. From that we can decide which ones to keep and which ones to delete. For example, we may choose to keep the record with the most recent purchase date or the most complete information or simply the first occurrence of the duplicates. Like here we keep this one and this one. This choice depends completely on the project's requirements. Once we decide which ones to remove, we can remove the duplicates using the Excel's built-in tool. Select the data range from A1 to H78. Go to the Data tab, remove duplicates. In the dialog box, check the column that defines uniqueness. Here it is email, or you can choose customer ID. Click OK. Excel retains the first occurrence of a duplicate and removes all subsequent ones. Also, it will display how many duplicate rows were removed and how many uniques remain. Here, 2 duplicate values found and removed, 75 unique values remain. You can see the extra records we have added, it's removed automatically. This is the last purchase date column. Suppose while removing the duplicates, if we choose to keep the records with the most recent purchase date instead of the first, then we need to sort the records by last purchase date before using remove duplicates so that the retained row will be the most recent ones. So let's sort the records by customer ID and last purchase date. For that, click anywhere in the data, click the data tab, sort. First we sort by customer ID, then we need to sort by last purchase date. For that, click on add level and select last purchase date. So this one, last purchase date column should be sorted by newest to oldest. Click OK. You can see the customer ID is sorted. And the last purchase date is sorted by newest to oldest. For the last purchase date, let's edit the data. This one is the newest. And here, this one is the newest. Click sort. Now it's changed. Now the rows are changed by newest to oldest. So when we remove the duplicate rows, Excel will retain the rows with the recent last purchase date. So this one will be retained and this one will be retained. Let's remove the duplicates. For that, select the data range. Go to the data tab, click remove duplicates, select email, click OK. 2 duplicate values found and removed. Let's check which ones are removed. You can see that the most recent purchase date rows are retained and the others are removed. So removing duplicates ensures each real-world entity appears only once in your dataset, avoiding errors in counts and metrics. It's a good practice to flag and review duplicates first and to sort by a business rule. For example, most recent purchase date when deciding which records to keep and which ones to remove. The rest of the Excel data cleaning steps such as splitting data into columns, data validation, handling missing values, date and time functions will be continued in the next video. In this video, we learned how to take messy real-world data and begin preparing it for analysis in Excel. We covered backing up the raw dataset, scanning for data quality issues, applying filters for quick inspection, and using Excel's built-in cleaning tools to standardize and simplify the data. These steps form the foundation for any solid analysis workflow. Thanks for watching. In the next video, we will build on this foundation and explore more advanced functions that help you extract insights. If you found this video helpful, hit the like button, subscribe, and let me know in the comments what dataset you want us to clean next. See you in the next one.